Hello students. Let us discuss meristematic tissues of plant tissues. To recall, we know that a tissue is defined as a group of similar or dissimilar cells that function synchronously to execute a common task. The tissues are broadly classified into plant tissues and animal tissues. Though both animals and plants are made up of tissues, there lies a lot of difference between them. Plants, being sedentary organisms, have a large amount of dead and supportive tissues that require very less amount of energy for their maintenance. Tissue organization is very simple in plants, though they have different tubes for water and food supply. Animals move from one place to another, and hence have living tissues that require more amount of energy. This is due to the high metabolic activity exhibited by them. Almost all the cells exhibit similar growth and division. In plants, the tissues are broadly classified into two types: the meristematic tissues and the permanent tissues. The meristematic tissues are those which have the ability to divide continuously and give rise to new cell types. The permanent tissues, in contrast, are formed from the meristematic tissues and do not divide further. Let us learn more about meristematic tissues. Talking about the meristematic tissue, it is made up of meristematic cells that are immature and undifferentiated. The meristematic cells are the parent cells that differentiate into all other cell types of the plant body. If we look at the characteristics of meristematic cells, they can be isodiametric, or round, or polygonal in shape. The cells are active, are with dense cytoplasm, and a conspicuous nucleus. The intercellular spaces are absent, and the cell walls are thin, elastic, made of cellulose. It is to note that meristematic cells do not possess any vacuoles. These are the general characteristics of meristematic cells. It is also important to understand the classification of meristematic tissues. Based on their position, the meristematic tissues are classified into three types: apical, intercalary, and lateral meristems. The apical meristems are present at the tips of the stem, root, and branches. They contribute to the growth in length of these parts, thereby the length of the plant body. To talk about intercalary meristems, these are formed from apical meristems and separated from them by the formation of permanent tissues in between. These are present at the internodes of the stem and at the bases of the leaves. They contribute to the elongation of the organs. The third type of meristematic tissue is lateral meristem. As the name suggests, the lateral meristems occur at the lateral sides of the plant body. These meristems contribute to an increase in the girth of the plant body. These are the details of the meristematic tissues in a plant. Let us summarize. A tissue is a group of similar or dissimilar cells that function synchronously to execute a common task. The meristematic tissues have the ability to divide continuously and give rise to new cell types. Based on location in the plant body, meristematic tissues are of three types: apical, intercalary, and lateral.